Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. What an incredible matchup this turned out to be. Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court and reminded everyone exactly why she is considered one of the league's biggest stars. At a moment when the Indiana Fever desperately needed leadership, Clark rose to the occasion and completely took control against the Chicago Sky. From the opening whistle to the final moments, this was a superstar performance in every sense of the word. She delivered a massive 32-point double-double, putting together a display that had the entire arena energized and fully engaged. The Chicago Sky struggled to find any answer for Clark's relentless impact. No matter the defensive adjustments or lineup changes, slowing her down seemed nearly impossible. Time and time again, she found herself carrying the pressure when the game became tense. As the contest tightened and mistakes began piling up, Clark once again stepped into the spotlight, taking responsibility and pushing her team forward when it mattered most. It felt like a familiar story. When things become difficult, she finds a way to respond. Throughout the night, Clark dominated every aspect of the game. She knocked down difficult shots, created opportunities for teammates, and continuously challenged Chicago's defense on nearly every possession. Every trip down the floor felt like it could turn into another unforgettable highlight. Her offensive rhythm remained consistent, and her confidence never faded, making it clear that she was fully in control of the moment. Simply put, no defender on Chicago seemed capable of slowing her momentum. At the same time, questions continued to surround coaching decisions from Stephanie White, while several late-game moments added frustration for Indiana fans. The fact that this matchup even stretched into overtime felt shocking considering the Fever had opportunities to close things out earlier. Fortunately for Indiana, Clark once again delivered when her team needed her most. Meanwhile, attention also turned toward Kelsey Mitchell after a sequence that left many fans questioning the decision-making on the floor. Just watch this moment closely. With just 7 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, the Indiana Fever found themselves in a critical moment. Down 98-95 with the game hanging in the balance, every possession mattered. This was the kind of situation where execution had to be perfect, but instead, things quickly took a frustrating turn. As pressure mounted, the Fever made a costly mistake that shifted momentum at the worst possible time. Kelsey Mitchell lost control near the sideline, sending the ball out of bounds and handing possession right back to Chicago. In a game this close, a mistake like that instantly changed the atmosphere. What happened next drew even more attention. Cameras quickly focused on Caitlin Clark's reaction, and her frustration was impossible to ignore. From her expression alone, it was clear she was unhappy with how things unfolded during such a crucial moment. Clark appeared visibly emotional on the sideline, showing the intensity and competitive fire that fans have come to expect from her. As the coaching staff attempted to regroup during the timeout, the tension on the Fever bench became one of the biggest talking points of the night. Stephanie White appeared to be trying to calm the situation, seemingly reassuring her team that the game was still within reach. However, Clark's body language suggested she strongly disagreed with how the possession had been handled. It looked like a moment filled with emotion, pressure, and frustration as the Fever struggled to close out an important game. For many viewers, the scene highlighted just how much urgency Clark brings whenever the game is on the line. The sequence also sparked fresh discussion among fans regarding late-game decisions and offensive strategy. Some began questioning whether the final play was designed the right way, especially considering Clark's history of delivering in pressure-filled moments. After all, she had already proven recently that she could take over and finish games when needed. The reaction online grew quickly, with many supporters debating whether the Fever missed an opportunity to put the ball in the hands of their biggest playmaker during one of the most important possessions of the night.
This is unbelievable. 1 minute left in the game. Stephanie White coaching CC and pretty much telling her, yeah, so we got the call from up above. Amber Cox, Lynn Dunn, and Kelly Crosscuff said you have to sit. We can't allow you to win this game for us. So what happens, this is what ends up happening. Now, you jump to live, and you look at the game. Caitlin Clark is not on the floor. Wow. Wow. Caitlin Clark has 8 assists. Yeah, we got that call. We got to manage your stats. Why is Caitlin Clark not in the closing game?
Nobody could believe what happened in the final minute, and fans were left asking one question: why wasn't Caitlin Clark on the floor? The arena was electric. Fans were on their feet, emotions running high, and every possession felt bigger than the last. It was one of those games where momentum kept changing every few minutes. One moment the team looked completely in control. The next, everything seemed to slip away. But no one expected what happened in the final minute. With the game hanging in the balance, Caitlin Clark, the player everyone expected to take over, was suddenly sitting on the bench. Confusion spread instantly. Fans stared at the court in disbelief. Wait, why isn't Caitlin out there? The timing made no sense to many people watching. She had already been creating opportunities all night, moving the ball, attacking the defense, and making plays happen. Yet in one of the biggest moments of the game, she wasn't on the court. Questions started building immediately. Was it coaching strategy? Was it frustration? Or was there something bigger happening behind the scenes? Meanwhile, the game itself had been an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. Every time it looked like one team had finally grabbed control, the momentum shifted again. Down 6, up 6, then back down again. The swings were dramatic, fast, and impossible to predict. After the game, Caitlin admitted that maintaining momentum had become one of the team's biggest struggles. Whenever they built a lead, somehow it disappeared. And according to her, the biggest issue wasn't talent. It was execution. Turnovers, missed opportunities, bad stretches at the worst possible moments. Too often, the team would lose focus for just a few possessions, and suddenly the entire game changed. Still, Caitlin came into this matchup with one clear mindset: attack. No hesitation, no fear, no waiting around. Despite facing long defenders and constant pressure, she stayed aggressive throughout the night, constantly looking for ways to score and create opportunities. Early on, she knocked down a couple of huge three-pointers that gave her confidence. From there, she began attacking the basket more aggressively, trying to break through the defense any way she could. Sure, there were some missed opportunities. A few easy shots near the rim didn't fall.
Obviously, basketball is a game of runs, but I felt like it was a game of extreme runs. It was we were down 6, then we were up 6, then they were up 6. So that's a 12-point turn, and I felt like that was consistently happening. So I think for us, still the areas for us to grow are, once we have somebody put away, keep it that way. And obviously, game execution needs to be better. I think we can, just obviously take care of the ball a little bit better and, execute a little bit better down the stretch. But also, it was a tough shot Skylar made, and they made free throws down the stretch. They never gave up. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, for either of you, this is the third straight game you've had that double-digit lead in the second quarter or third quarter, then lost it kind of in that way. Just what similarities do you see between these 3 games and losing the lead like that, and what can you do to just stop that from happening?
Most of it's on us. We just have to make sure that we're taking care of the ball. I think in some of those stretches where teams go on run, we've turned the ball over 2 out of the 3 possessions in a row, and then we're not getting stops. So for us, it's about sometimes maybe slowing ourselves down a little bit, making sure that we get a quality shot, and then locking down on defense. I think Chicago got out some transition buckets, got downhill a little bit, hit the pocket, and we weren't able to recover. So for us, just about taking care of the ball and then making sure that we're executing.
Yeah, that's a career high for you. Most shots you've taken in the game, too. What was it about the way you were being covered or the way you were attacking that you felt like got you going?
I think it was just my mindset of just trying to attack. They have pretty long bigs, so for me, just trying to find different ways to score at the basket. I think obviously I missed some super easy bunnies at the rim, but I think it helped knocking down 2 threes to start early in the game, and I was kind of able to just attack differently after that.
Maisha was pretty fired up after her block. She
Yeah.
said that Stephanie White said you guys don't have any shot blockers. She was amped about that one. What did her energy give you guys late in this game?
Yeah, Mai comes with great energy. I think defensively as well, she was just a solid body that was able to just contest every shot, and she got some really big rebounds.
Moments she probably wished she could have back. But the effort, that never disappeared. And as the pressure intensified, another player suddenly shifted the energy completely. A huge defensive play lit up the crowd. The bench exploded. The momentum changed. Sometimes basketball isn't about offense. Sometimes all it takes is one massive defensive moment to wake everyone up. For a brief stretch, it looked like the team had finally found its spark again. Then emotions took over. Late in the game, frustration boiled over. Tensions between the coaching staff, players, and referees became impossible to ignore. Technical fouls entered the picture. The energy changed instantly. Instead of shutting the team down, though, something unexpected happened. It fueled them. Caitlin later joked that maybe the technical foul actually helped wake everyone up. The team suddenly played with more urgency, more emotion, more fight. At the start of the fourth quarter, they pushed hard and quickly closed the gap. For a moment, it looked like they were about to pull off an incredible comeback. Fans believed again. The arena felt alive. But then, the same problem returned. Late-game mistakes, turnovers, missed defensive stops. And just like that, control slipped away again. This wasn't just a frustrating loss. It felt bigger than that. Because it wasn't the first time. For the third straight game, a double-digit lead had disappeared. And people were beginning to ask difficult questions. What keeps going wrong? Why can't this team finish games? And perhaps the biggest question of all, what exactly happened in those final moments? Still, through all the frustration, one thing stood out. The chemistry inside the team remained strong. Caitlin talked openly about how friendships off the court help players survive difficult moments during games. Because when adversity hits, trust matters. Sometimes, she joked, it even feels like she already knows where her teammate will be before she looks. That connection matters, especially during tough losses. And somehow, after all the intense emotions, the mood shifted in the funniest way possible. During the post-game interview, a reporter suddenly ignored basketball completely and asked about Caitlin's shoes. The room burst into laughter. Turns out, the shoes had a special meaning. Inspired by one of her favorite concerts, Caitlin admitted she had been saving them for the perfect moment. And after the game, kids everywhere were asking for them. Her answer, "Sorry, I'm keeping these." Everyone laughed. But underneath the jokes, one reality remained impossible to ignore. The pressure is growing. The questions are getting louder. And fans are still wondering, will this team finally figure things out before it's too late?
She was a plus 25, so that's pretty dang impressive.
Hey, Caitlin, other than your time on the court together, what do you think has contributed to the growth and chemistry among you two over the years?
I mean, I think we're good friends. Like, that always helps. Like, yeah, like, you can be teammates and play basketball, but if you, like, really care for each other and love each other off the court, and I think that goes for our whole team, is, like, when you have that bond and you truly get to know somebody and build a relationship with them, like, that helps, because when you're on the court, you're going to go through moments of adversity. Like, that's just basketball, and that's what helps you get you through, but also, like, I feel like I always know where Aaliyah is. I think we got a little telepathy now, so hopefully we get that going more, too.
Caitlin, that third quarter, you and Steph pick up some techs, but it seemed like the team responded after that. What did that maybe do to kind of ignite you all and get out of that lull?
Yeah, I mean, I was glad to see Steph get a technical. And she said the ref was soft.
Crazy.
She said she thought she didn't deserve it, but yeah, the same ref teed us both up. But I mean, mine was definitely deserved, but I wanted it. Because like then after that, I got to the free throw line more. So, and the third quarter kind of started off when they were the only ones going to the free throw line, and eventually we got there. But I mean, hopefully if like your coach gets a technical, like that should fire the team up. Like you should want to go to war after that, and I feel like we did, and kind of made a little bit of a run there. And then especially at the start of the fourth quarter, we made a run to close it like within a minute and a half or 2 minutes, which is pretty impressive out of the start of the fourth as well. Last one. You're good. Yeah, I know. Nobody's asking me about my shoes.
I am going to ask you about your shoes.
Okay, you don't have to say that now. It's totally okay. If you weren't.
Sorry. But I mean, it's an Eras Tour Kobe's,
Yeah,
right?
they're
So
fire.
what's the story behind those? And then you're also wearing an anklet. So is there any significance behind that?
Well, I'm wearing like some friendship bracelets on my socks. I don't know if that's allowed. I might be getting fined from the league for that, but that's all right. I'll pay that too. But yeah, these are my last PEs that I was going to debut, so I saved the best ones for last. But obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of Taylor, and the Eras Tour was the best concert of all time. So that's what I like the thought behind these, and I think they're pretty fun. I've never had so many people ask me for my shoes after the game today. Like literally every kid was screaming for them, and I felt bad. I'm like, honestly, no, sorry, I gotta keep them. But I felt bad. But yeah, I thought they looked pretty good out there. What'd you think?
I think they're
All right,
awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Whenever Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston establish their chemistry on the court, the impact becomes nearly impossible to stop. Their two-player connection continues to create major problems for opposing defenses, with teams often struggling to contain the rhythm and timing they generate together. Each time Indiana runs that action, it seems to produce results, which is exactly why many fans continue to question why the team frequently moves away from a strategy that has proven to be so effective. For supporters watching closely, it remains one of the biggest talking points surrounding the Fever's offensive approach. At the same time, Caitlin Clark once again delivered a performance worthy of major attention. She controlled the pace of the game, stepped up in key moments, and consistently made the plays Indiana needed most. Whether it was scoring, creating opportunities for teammates, or handling pressure situations, Clark showed once again why so many basketball fans place her among the elite players in the sport today. Her ability to influence every part of the game continues to separate her from many others on the floor. As the pressure intensified, Clark once again appeared to take on a major leadership role, helping Indiana stay competitive during difficult stretches. Her performance reignited conversations about the team's late-game execution and decision-making, especially when key moments became chaotic. Many viewers felt that without Clark's presence and production, the outcome could have looked very different for the Fever. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments and let everyone know how you viewed the game and the team's performance. Don't forget to like the video, leave your opinion, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with other basketball fans following the season closely.